Hey guys, hope you guys are doing well. Happy Thursday, Friday, depending on when this video will upload. But today is Thursday. It's the last day of week 2, so I am so excited. Let's see. Sorry, my brain is a little, it's kind of floating up there. We just finished our 12-hour shift for MedSurg. There's a lot to kind of talk about, but I wanted to have a few things that I want to specifically touch on. Let's see. So this time around, I will probably do less talking about my clinical experience, mostly because I feel like there's a lot of people getting in trouble, you know, talking, even remotely talking about situations that they've gone through, which is so unfortunate because I love sharing it with you. So I'm going to say what I think I can say, and then that's about it. But for the most part, I don't really go into that much detail. So, I mean, I don't know. So, overall, the day... Okay, when you take your breaks does help you, I guess, utilize your day better. We were allowed a kind of a 30-minute lunch break and then 2 breaks. We got there at 6:30, and by 7 o'clock we were on the floor. We were assigned to a specific floor, and then this is what happened. So we go in, and obviously I introduce myself. Hi, my name is Jeannette. I'm a student nurse. Today, this is my first day on the floor. We are to follow and shadow a nurse. That's it. No patient care, nothing like that, you know, just follow a nurse. So then the person that was the friendliest goes and says, okay, so let me start finding nurses that, you know, could take a student, take one of you guys. And they literally said, hey, so-and-so, can you take a student? No. And like, we're like right here, like, we're humans, we can hear and we can see you. And they're like, no, not today. Oh, that is so rude, you know, like, aren't they paying you to be a nurse? Come on. So anyways, so then like literally my friend was like, please so-and-so, please take us. That's just, it's, you know, so you really, like 7:01, we got on the floor, we felt so unwanted, you know. And then other people like, oh, I already have a student coming in. Someone else is like, maybe next week, but you know they're gonna dodge you. And then someone else kind of went with it and totally avoided me the entire day. Like, and then at the end, she's like, oh, I see you found someone. Well, I had no choice. Like, when I say like this person ran and dodged in like ghost status on the floor, that's how she was. And I walk pretty fast and I'm eager to learn. So there's no way that I'm like sitting in a corner not doing anything and not looking for you. So, I don't know. And she seemed really nice and like, you know, peppy, but she was just dodging me. But anyway, so then obviously we have the nurses that are like, oh yeah, let me show you this. Oh, have you done this? Da, 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 let me show you, blah, blah, blah. So, man, it really, you have to be so in charge of your time. Like management, I can see how you could fall behind really quickly. So anyways, today's goal was to just orient yourself to, is that a freaking word? Okay, I'm sorry guys. Get familiar with the floor, find out where things are, shadow a nurse, etc. So we kind of did that, and we started doing some old stuff, you know, taking some vitals, just to fill in the awkward times where we were just standing around looking at lost puppies because no one wanted to help us. We did some blood glucose checks. Man, that is so funny. Like, don't underestimate the pressure or the amount of force that the lancet goes into. I stuck this lady twice because no blood would come out, and I'm squeezing her finger. I was like, did I push hard enough? So yeah, so apparently you kind of do press a little harder, and then you do press the finger pretty hard afterwards to try to get that drop of blood. But anyways, let's see, oh, one of the most interesting and the most fearful thing that I had going into the hospital was working with patients that are on vents, you know, like a tracheostomy. I was really just like if there's one thing that I thought I could not handle was working with someone who has a trach tube in, because it just looks so, uninviting, honestly. I mean, it's a huge, there's so much like noise going on, it's huge tubes, they're connected, and during orientation they're like, well, if, you know, a patient's vent gets disconnected, you yell for help, you know? And so that was just kind of like intimidating, and I'm like, oh my gosh. But one of the first patients I think I went in and worked with had one, and it's just a tube, a hole in plastic, and so that kind of helped. Also, it helped that just because they can't talk and you can't hear doesn't mean that they can't communicate, you know? Like, don't forget about that. And that's when I started realizing that I was just really quiet, where normally I wouldn't be so quiet in a patient's room. And then later down the conversation, or in the day, you know, the patient actually has a writing pad and he'll write stuff, and that's how we were communicating, you know, finding out more about why he was there, etc. And I thought that was great. So FYI, if anyone has a trach tube, two things that I've learned. Obviously, communicate like they can talk. They will like kind of whisper, and you can kind of read their lips. And then two, when they cough, they actually don't make sounds, and I think it's because obviously the vocal cords are not being hit, etc. I just thought that was kind of cool. But I no longer have this huge fear. Like, it was kind of like when I see it and I'm getting close to the patient, like I feel like my knees were getting weak. But now I'm all good. I will say this, in that same person's room, I think we were doing suction. I don't know if it was because I just ate. I have no idea, but I honestly felt like I was almost going to pass out. You know, I've eaten, I've hydrated, you know, taking care of me. But I was just like, I didn't know if it was just like a situational thing. I have no idea, and I didn't feel it anymore. But I was just like, whoa. I'm like, I could have easily just fell. Anyways, what else? This has been a long day. Oh yeah, the teacher was really interested in us discussing what we've seen being done the right way and being done incorrectly. You know, one, film administration, I don't know what to say about that. It's, I don't know. Obviously, I'm going to be one of those nurses that will probably annoy whoever is my boss, because I don't think I would want to ever put myself in a position to cut such corners like putting 12 little pills in a cup. You know. Anyways, let me speed this up because I wanted to actually, I wanted to make a 7-minute video. That's not happening. Less than 2 minutes. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, that last question that the instructor said, do you feel more like a nurse? And I was like, no. It was mostly because I felt like I was a lost puppy today. Next week we'll actually have like one patient, and that's who you take care of the entire day. So I don't know how that's going to work out, but I do know that I will need all that extra time for documentation. We have this DocuCare system, and there's so much to document in there, and honestly there's so much that I have to do in order to document in there. So right now my anxiety is not towards the physical, like patient face-to-face interaction. It's more about getting the right documentation. I don't want to lose points. I want to do the best that I can. So yeah, do I feel like a nurse? I'm getting there, you know. I'm pretty sure like next week I'll be like, okay, yeah, I got it. This is what they were talking about. So simulations 1 and 2, well, we have a simulation coming up, and in that same day we have 2 separate scenarios that will play out. One has to do with a diabetic patient and one with a sickle cell patient. So we have to prep for both of those, and that's a lot of pre-paperwork, a lot of research, a lot of just background stuff, and then we have our groups, and we'll have to do 2 of those one day, so I'm not looking forward to that. Yeah, I don't know. Exam 1, I keep reminding myself it's September 17th. I'm already gone through the objectives for the chronic illness and diabetes chapters. So I kind of have to continue doing that for hematology. I don't know. It's just moving along really fast, guys. And that's it. If you guys are in clinical, how's it going? Share with me. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments below. I think that's it. But don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and share the videos. Bye.